Unique among African nations in that it didn't start out as a colony of Belgium. It started out as the private property of the Belgian king.
In 1884 to 1885, a meeting was being held where major European countries were negotiating the territories in Africa they wanted control over. That meeting is called the Berlin Conference. King Leopold was king of the Congo for 25 years. He thought of the Congo as his private property. King Leopold was one of the most horrific kings that could live at the time. Belgium ruled the Congo from 1908 to 1960 after King Leopold's death. They thought of the Congo as children that needed control. Many private European and American companies invested in growing cotton, coffee, cacao, and mining raw materials like gold, cobalt, tin, diamonds, copper, and zinc. Many Africans worked in the mines and plantations through forced labor.
Patrice Emery Lumumba was born Elias Okit Asombo on July 2nd, 1925 in Onalua, Belgian Congo, which is now known as the Democratic of the Congo. Lumumba was self-taught. He loved to feed himself with knowledge from history books. He took courses that would expand his knowledge about the world around him. With the knowledge he received, he learned to write poetry and essays, which was a skill that would help him in the future.
Well, Pan-Africanism in its largest, in the most basic sense, just means sort of the unity of people of African descent. Pan is a word that means that is a sort of a word that encompasses all, right? Pan and Africanism, right? So this idea of a view of people of African descent who've unified.
Lumumba's ideology was Pan-Africanism and nationalism, which is what his ideas were based on throughout his journey to gaining Congolese independence.
Being a nationalist and a Pan-Africanist, as Lumumba was, that means his first priority, right, were the Congolese people, right?
He believes together Africa should be unified and the Congo should be free from colonization and Belgian oppression. Patrice Lumumba, being in the only political party in the Belgian Congo that represented the whole Congolese population, gained him access to more politically important people in Africa. Patrice Lumumba also attended the first Pan-Africanist conference in Accra in 1958. It was hosted by Kwame Nkrumah, the first Prime Minister of Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah led Ghana to independence from the British. Lumumba looked up to Kwame, and many of his political decisions were based on the success of Kwame. Although many historians believe Lumumba's mistake was following the footsteps of Kwame Nkrumah.
The independence that we're talking about is Congo removing Belgian control of its economy, Belgian control of its politics, Belgian control of society.
In 1959, Lumumba was in prison. Lumumba was charged with inciting to a riot. It was a riot the Belgian authorities provoked. In jail, Lumumba was beaten and tortured, but he did not lose pride. In 1960, while in jail, the Belgian government had a round table to discuss the Congo's independence. The MNC refused to participate without Lumumba, and Lumumba refused to stay in jail. Lumumba flew into Brussels and attended the conference. Independence was set for the 30th of June, 1960. On June 30th, 1960, the independence was being celebrated in a ceremony that many grandees joined. Lumumba was now scheduled to speak. Although he got up on the podium and read his amazing speech on the struggles the Congolese went through to gain their independence. Patrice Lumumba wrote, "We are going to show the world what the black man can do when he works in freedom. And we are going to make of the Congo the center of the sun's radiance for all of Africa. We are going to keep watch over the lands of our country so that they truly profit her children. We are going to restore ancient laws and make new ones which will be just and noble. We are going to put an end to suppression of free thought and see that all our citizens enjoy to the full the fundamental liberties foreseen in the Declaration of the Rights of Man. We are going to do away with all discrimination of every variety and assure for each and all the position to which human dignity, work, and dedication entitles him."
That Patrice Lumumba was an African nationalist.
He stood on his principles and he never wavered.
Is that he was a very charismatic person. I mean, part of
Patrice Emery Lumumba died January 17, 1961. It was a tragic day for the Congolese. Although Lumumba's legacy will always live on in the Congo.